Beating dungeon content in Raid Shadow Legends usually involves a 4-man or 5-man team to go in there, fully built, stacked up with all their gear, and try their best to take down the boss or whatever enemy you're trying to fight. But that's not always the case, because if you do have a champion like Paragon, he makes it extremely easier to be the target, while 1 or 2 champions can get the job done. Basically, you come in there with a 4-man team because they have revive roles, heals roles, and control roles and all that. But with a Paragon in team, he just serves as a tank, and that is sometimes we need it in special occasions. In this video, I want to show you a simple method you can use a Paragon to be the tank for any enemy team in terms of campaign stages and dungeon stages. I'm going to show you 2 ways to use this champion, or the most popular ways people use it for. If you're watching this video, you probably want to use this Paragon cheese, as they call it. So fine, if you have a full team, go in there and beat the content. But if you just want to get it done, to just get that shard or just beat that stage so you can move on to the next thing, he is your answer to all your problems when it comes to beating one particular boss in campaign or dungeons. All right, before we go into it, I'll let you know his skill that we're only interested in is this A2. Places unkillable buff and a 25% increased attack. We don't care about the increased attack. We want to hear about this unkillable buff for 2 turns. So the unkillable buff in Raid allows that player who it's on to not get killed, even if they go to 0 HP. As long as he has that buff on himself, you cannot be killed, except the buff is removed by an enemy, or it falls off when the cooldown expires. So he places it on a target for 2 turns. So you can target who this buff will be placed on. In this case, you place it on himself. Now, if you put this on auto and just let it walk away, Paragon will always target the buff to randomly to somebody else. He wouldn't really put it on himself. So especially when he's not in the leader slot. So we'll be using this on manual. That's what it means. You have to set it on manual. That means you can't just click auto on this type of battles. All right, before I show you his build, I'll go into the battle to show you 2 places where your Paragon can be used the best. Now, before I'll show you the campaign, which is the first place that people always want to use a Paragon. For example, you're doing brutal campaign, right? Your kill is still level 50, and you still can't beat this last boss on brutal, who is always placing down killable for you. I'll also talk about the nightmare after I talk about brutal. It's basically the same concept, whether you're talking about brutal or nightmare. A Paragon at level 30, you don't need to take Paragon above level 30. No, you want him to be the target. You want him to be as juicy as possible for the enemy to target, because they always go for the weakest link in the team, right, to kill that person first. So that's what you need a Paragon for, to be the weakest link in the team and also to be killed first. So I think I have my Paragon right there, and at level is even 20, is not yet 30, and not ascended, but yes, fully booked. So with a team like this, it will be easier to beat. Of course, my Bigon is not a fair fight right here, but I'll just put somebody who is a fairer fight, I guess. Who can I put in place of Bigon? Who will not nuke the wave instantly, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Do I still have a kill? I think I still have a kill, right? Yes, this is the best way to highlight my kill right now. Let's see if I still have a level 60 kill for a starter champion, which most people do have on their teams. And let's see how we can get this battle done. I think my kill is not right now in the stun set. It's not even in lifesteal anymore. So hopefully he will not get targeted by the enemies. Because when you have a level 20 Paragon in the team, he just becomes so juicy and easy target. Oh, my kill is still nuking at this level. All right. But we're not interested in using Paragon right now. Most people will ask, what do you do in these stages? Whenever Paragon takes a turn, you want to put unkillable on himself. So in case the enemies are taking a turn, your Paragon will not be the target. So right now, I'm trying to kill this one. Now, you want your unkillable to be available for the next stage. Now they try to kill whatever, nothing happened, right? I still survive their hits. But if I use my unkillable right now, I'll be in trouble for the next stage. So that's a problem. You want to time this ability to not go on cooldown. So I'm not going to use it this time. I'll probably allow Kill to kill this dude with his AoE. I'm not going to use it this time. Because let's see if Kill can take this down. Yes, it did. So you want to save your unkillable to be available right here. Because if you come into this battle and your unkillable is not available, your Paragon will definitely go down for sure. So I'm targeting this dude straight away. This is not a fair fight. I'll show you on Nightmare so you see how difficult it is. Now, let me target somebody else so I don't kill the boss too fast. That's it. Well, he didn't proc his unkillable or his block. What do you call that skill that kills every block's revive? That's what people are afraid of this boss the most, because he will target the weakest link and try to place block revive on them. So that's why I'll put the unkillable right now on Paragon again, and with unkillable on him, this boss cannot kill him. So that's what I'll try to do. Well, this is not a fair fight. It was too fast, I guess. So right now, let me head over to Nightmare and show you the same thing, but on a more difficult stage, so you can see how I can do the same exact thing and Paragon will survive the hits. So let's head over to Nightmare and start the battle again. Yes, I'll use the energy. And Paragon is still the same thing. It's not always the end level of Nightmare that you need this battle. Let's say you are trying to get some level of Nightmare completed with 2 stars. I mean 3 stars, right? You need 2 champions to get it done. So that can also help in this case. You see, K cannot nuke them in a single hit this time. So why? I mean Atel, I kept saying kill. This is Atel that I used. So Paragon has its unkillable on, and let's see what Atel can do. Nothing, not more damage this time. I guess I should have brought in my big gun this time so the fight doesn't take too long. Or somebody who I have in lifesteal, because now my kill is not in lifesteal, so this battle might fail. See, he is right on time to place that unkillable on himself. So he is not a problem right now. You can bring a 3-man team, you can bring a 4-man team with him just to make sure you take care of the enemy waves. But whenever Paragon gets a turn, you can see that he has his unkillable ready right there to not take any well, he does take damage, but it goes to 0 HP. So that's the whole point of this Paragon. I'm not going to show you up to the boss fight because my Atel cannot take down this boss. So let me maybe bring in a Biggin. Can a Biggin do it? I think originally when I cleared this stage, I used a Terrell because I had Terrell in lifesteal. Let me quickly check that my Terrell is in lifesteal. If his gear has been stripped. Yeah, I still have my Terrell in lifesteal. So with the Terrell in lifesteal, you know he will not go down. Although he doesn't do much damage. Or let me even use Ryzen. No, Ryzen is not in lifesteal. Let's stay with Terrell. If we want to make it a little bit faster, I'll bring in a decreased defense champion like do I still have War Maiden in decreased defense? Stagnite. Where is my Stagnite? There you go. Just to make it run a little bit faster so we don't end up staying here for too long for a short video like this one. But hey, remember, to make a 3 stars out of this stage, you need only 2-man champions or 2-man teams to do it. And that is what a Terrell and oh, I pressed auto. I clicked auto by mistake, and you see what happened? Paragon just put the unkillable on the wrong champion. So I'll end it and retry right now. That's 18 energy wasted right there. You don't want auto for this. Yes, I don't want auto. I want manual Paragon. Yes, that's really what I intentionally wanted to do, but I pressed auto by mistake. Can Terrell nuke? No, he can't. I guess this would be a little bit of a long fight then if Terrell cannot nuke. Let me try to kill them one by one, knock them off, while Paragon keeps placing unkillable on himself. So that's how you do this Nightmare stage 12-7 to get that juicy shard that is maybe holding you down from beating all the other stages and getting a secret shard. He is the target, always. I don't know if my Stagnite has lifesteal though. Do I want to even find out? Kill them quick. Paragon will still be the target. Let me take out this person that does AoE damage. Boom. All right. Can I use my unkillable right now? No, I'll not use it because I'm sure these 2 guys can take down this guy. But if they don't, I'll be in trouble. I'm not trying to use it because I feel like my skill will be not available for the next turn. So am I going to use it now? Still no. He has an A1 that decreases turn meter. I didn't notice that one. All right, so I saved my unkillable for the next turn right here to use it. So if I used it on the last wave, I would have come here without my unkillable available. So I want to take out this dude first because he has, I think he has block revive also. He's somebody that is a threat, not just to Paragon, but to other of my allies also. I'll place unkillable on myself again. He's down. All right. Next person. I should have used my A1 for. See, Paragon is so low health that they are targeting him. They think he's void affinity. It's not like they're not going to target other champions who are negative affinity. It's because of his level of HP that is being the target right now. He's so juicy to kill. But I don't want this dude to place his bomb though. I don't think I'm scared of the bombs either. Paragon. I just used it now, so I'll not try to take this dude down right now till Paragon takes one turn. So I just wanted to be safe. No, I will not use this skill either because I want Paragon to take a turn before I take this dude down. Now my unkillable is available. Now I can try to kill him. Turn meter reduction. Try to kill him. Now I will not use my unkillable because I know I want it available for the next turn. And that's how you get to the boss. Easy. Unkillable is available, used on Paragon, 2 turn, cooldown. And now we try to take down these side adds before we even focus on the boss. Because the side adds, I think one of them can remove a buff. One of these side adds can remove a buff from Paragon. So you want to be careful to take them down first before. You see, he tried to remove it and I resisted that removal of the buff. If it happens that Paragon gets targeted and the buff is removed, no problem. Come back, try it again, and you might get it the second time. So, but I guess that's the champion you want to take down first. He has a chance of removing Paragon's buff. I hope it doesn't happen though. I did build enough resist on Paragon to make sure it doesn't happen, because I know that it can happen, and if that happens, Paragon will go down when that buff is removed. So let's try to focus down on that champion first, I guess. Unkillable on myself again. I'm trying to provoke this boss to do his block revive. I'm trying to make him mad so he does the block revive on Paragon. Okay. No, it's not mad enough. So I'm trying to, yes, he just did it. No, he didn't. Block revive on Paragon again. That's it. You see? Block revive. That is what people hate the most, because once he does that, one of your tankiest champions or your squishiest champion will go down without any chance of reviving them. So people come into this boss and they hate him because of that mad skill that has a block revive on it, and he unlocks it and he just he nukes your most tankiest champion too with that skill. He's about to do it again. Let me put it on 1 speed and let's see how it goes. Paragon has placed unkillable. I want to see him do it again on Paragon. That's it. Block revive. He does it twice. So it does nothing to my Paragon. So the whole point of bringing a Paragon here is to be that tank that can survive this block revive. All right, you got the point. Let's end this battle with this boss of Nightmare campaign. Remember, it's a 2-man run. You can use Terrell or anybody in lifesteal. Your beginner champion, Kale, Atel, Elhain, any of them in lifesteal can do this, because all our damage and tankiness target is going towards Paragon. You're the squishiest champion. So see, block revive, nothing is happening to us. So I just wanted to put this one out there as part of the noob to pro series or as a beginner series for players who are trying to finish the nightmare or finish brutal campaign or any other difficult content that is extremely impossible because of you don't have the champions to do it. The first one is campaign brutal 12-7. The second one is nightmare. Any level of nightmare, remember, like I said, it doesn't have to be this particular boss that does block revive. It could be any of these stages. Let's say you wanted to farm speed gear, right? And you need to get up to this Palace of Aravia level 6. But for some reason, you just can't seem to get past it. Bring in a Paragon, you have to manual it, of course. Let him be the tank while your other champions go to town and nuke all this other, and you get it done and finally get your 6-star speed boots that you've been trying to get. So that's the whole purpose of getting a Paragon, to be the tank in these teams. Now the next level of content that we normally would see a Paragon being used as a tank is the Spider, because if you've ever tried Spider 13, 14, you can always nuke them, kill everything, right? But by the time you come to higher levels of the Spider, 15, 16, 17, you soon realize that, yo, these Spiderlings, they hit hard and they always target the weak ones. Sometimes their targeting is also random. So you have your normal Spider teams in there that can tank or kill them. But when you have a Paragon, he becomes the tank, while others can now get the job done. So what am I talking about? I'll bring in a simple team such as an Amiga team, right? That sounds simple enough. Amiga is there to control the turn meter of the boss. I would not suggest you come in here with just what's his name, a Paragon, right? You don't want to make this run extremely long. You still want champions that can do work to the boss, while Paragon is the tank. So that's the whole purpose. Maybe if you have HP bomb, bring it in there. If you don't, no problem. You can come in there with your normal champions who can, you know, control the boss turn meter and take him down fast. So to make this run a little bit faster, I'll still put in my cold hat just to make it a little bit faster. But you see, the whole purpose of we running it like this is so we can have Paragon as the tank while nobody else is targeted. Which other champion can I put in here to control or to make the run? I don't have decreased defense out there yet. Let's put in Terrell, as always. Alright, Terrell is positive affinity. Let me put in somebody who is negative affinity. So like no, that was not even Terrell. Where is my Terrell? He is negative affinity, so I tend to bring in here. So he will be the target, because you know spirit will always attack magic, right? But let's see if Terrell is attacked. Now, why did I put Paragon in the lead? That's one of the things that might make the Spiderlings target him instead of other champions in the position. So leader always usually gets targeted, but no problem. You can put Terrell in the lead. As long as Paragon is that low HP, he will still be the target. Let's do the run and show you what I'm trying to achieve by doing this is to make Paragon the tank in the team, and he will have unkillable on him. This will also be a full mana run. I'll take it off auto, so put it on 1 speed and show you when I put this unkillable on myself. HP burn first, or any damage that you can do. Paragon puts unkillable on himself, and then let's see who the Spiderlings will now target. A1 for decreased turn meter, of course. I'm still looking for who the Spiderlings will target. I'm putting in decreased defense out there to nuke this boss faster a little bit. With my cold hat, almost half the health. Paragon is the tank. Paragon is the tank. Paragon is the tank. Everybody will go after Paragon. So he's here in the team just to be this tank, and he's not dying because he has unkillable buff on himself. This is what is best known as the Paragon Cheese. I've demonstrated it in the what do you call it now, the campaign stages. Now I'm demonstrating it also in the dungeon stage of the Spider. It's quite popular here. Now if you go to the Dragon and other places, it's not that popular there, because you have other champions who can maybe beat the Dragon even better than a Paragon would. But the Spiderlings are just so difficult to deal with for most players, and it's one of the dungeons that gives newer players a headache. You have beat Dragon 20, you have beat Fire Knight 20, you have beat even Ice Golem 20, but when you come to the Spider, you're still at 15 because of 16, 17, 18 is kicking your ass. So bringing a Paragon in here, get all the way to 20 and maybe your right champions, especially if you're using negative affinity champions. Unkillable back then again. So right now you've seen me demonstrate it. Let me end the run and show you the gear that made Paragon possible to do this in Spider and campaign, both Brutal and Nightmare. I guess that's what everybody's waiting for, the gear, masteries and all that good stuff. So I had to show you the run in detail so you understand what is happening before we jump into the gear, so you don't just end up building it and using it the wrong way. So Paragon is the MVP right here, although you see that he's not doing much. He's just being a tank, a distraction if you call it that, and all the enemies are going for him instead of my allies. So he'll occasionally go for that A1 hit, but I'm using the HP bond to do all the damage right now to the spiderlings. If you do not have an HP bond, I suggest you build an Amiga to do big hits like 400k to the spider, and then you do 400k or 400k until you finally take him down. No problem. Am I about to let the spider boss take a turn? I shouldn't have used Amiga's A2 right there. Let me do bond. Should I do bond or turn meter reduction? Let me bond, so maybe I can kill him before he swallows the spiderlings. Unkillable back again. Can Amiga take a turn and reduce this turn meter before this boss eats his spiderlings and heals up? Cold Heart's skill is not available also. Yes, Amiga's turn right there, and boom. Well, almost took him down right there. All right, HB1 has done the work, and that is how Paragon can be used to cheese this spider den boss. It works for this level of 20 and also works all the way to level 25, but I wouldn't suggest at level 25 you're still using a Paragon cheese. That doesn't seem right. So at level 20 you should be able to use it just at least to beat the Habitat missions, you know, when they say beat spider 20 or whatever. So it helps you get to those stages, especially if 19, 16, 17 are negative affinity to the champions you normally use. Let's say you always use a Amiga, right? And you see that level, what is it, level spider 18, and Amiga cannot walk here, right? Negative affinity, so he cannot really take down 18. His hits will not land. 16 is fine, 17 is fine, 18 is fine, but you see this, 19 is fine, but this stage is bad for Amiga. So this stage, maybe 18, bringing a Paragon to help you get it done slowly, and that's the whole purpose. All right, let's get to the skills and masteries and all that stuff. How did I build my Paragon to be able to do this? If I check right here for RSL helper, that's where I like to show my stats, so it's in great detail. Paragon is right there at level 24. He's still getting some levels. He's fully booked. That's why you see 10 books of rare books has been spent on this champion. Even if you took him to 40, 50, it doesn't really matter. Just don't put a lot of HP and defense on this champion. To make him the target, he needs to be very, very squishy. So speed is all you need in Paragon. You don't need resist. Don't mind me that I'm kind of putting in resist right there. You need speed. How much speed? According to the dungeon content you are trying to beat. Maybe almost twice their speed. So I've visited Hellhade's website right here, and you can see his Rage Stages tool tells you how much speed you need to beat the Nightmare campaign, right? This is Nightmare campaign. The champions on that stage are about 99 speed. So if you can build a Paragon of 150 speed, you're fine. If you can build a Paragon of 200 speed, that's even awesome. So if they are 150 speed, you don't have to go twice their speed, because your skill is just maybe one cooldown, right? Before you can place down killable again. So you need to be going almost twice their speed. No? Almost half their speed, 150. That's what I mean. So 150 is fine. 200 is what I recommend. So my speed on my Paragon is, where is it? RSL helper. I'm currently have 224 speed. So at 200, I should be also fine. I try to put in resistance right there for some reason, so he doesn't get that buff removed, especially in that Nightmare, that side art that likes to remove that buff from Paragon. So That's why I put in a little bit of resistance out right there, so the buff could not be removed. If you bring in this Paragon into the arena, you find a lot of champions using Paragon in stoneskin these days in the arena, because this buff cannot be removed and it's just so annoying to deal with. High resistance Paragon, but that's not what I'm building my Paragon for. I'm showing you how to build a Paragon for the Nightmare and Spider's Den, not to go and troll people as one-man defenses in the arena. I hate that shit. Stop doing it. If you want to set a one-man defense, put a simple team for us to beat. Stop that one-man Paragon cheese. But I know how to beat it though. I come in with my front leader who is high, increases my accuracy, and I go in there, provoke that Paragon, and it falls off. Anyways, that's my speed for this Nightmare. 99 speed for Nightmare campaign. And if you are talking about the Spider, how much speed is the Spider? Still on the Hellheads dungeon boss right there. Check out the Spider's Den of stage 20. It will show you that the speed of the Spiderlings is 150, while the speed of the boss is 95. So here also you see 200 speed walking, about 50 speed above their speed walks. So 224 walked for this. So the Spiderlings could not, go faster than me. I'm always having that unkillable available at the right time, and to place it on myself, not on any other champion. Remember, this does not work on full auto. You have to manual these runs. So when the Habitat missions say beat Spider 20 on full auto 10 times, I guess this will not help you. This just helps you maybe do it on manual, get 1 or 2 banners, do it on manual, get 1 or 2 rings, maybe, until you can build a better team that can do it on full auto. So let me know what you think about this Paragon cheese method. Have you used it to beat content in the past? I know I have in the earlier stages when I was playing Raid. That's what I used to beat content. I'll show you the stats again in case you forgot. 224 speed is what I got. 200 speed is fine for the Spiders Den, while 150 speed is fine for Nightmare campaign also. HP, nothing. You don't need to put any HP right there. You don't need any defense. You don't need any resistance, except you're doing Nightmare and you keep having the boss buff stolen from you. That's my Paragon cheese. I've not done a video like this for newer players. This will help you a lot. For older players, you have legendary champions who can come in there and nuke everything down. But if you've been using Paragon in the past, let me know in the comments what you use Paragon for. Is there any new thing that Paragon is being used for today? Yes. Are we going to go into it in this video? Unfortunately not. But I would like to know where you're using Paragon today in Raid as an endgame player. New content, new ways at level 50, at level 60. What is it doing for your team right now? Or is it still known for just beginner level cheese like this? I'll see you guys in the next Raid Shadow Legend video. If this video helps you, help me also let others know about the video by hitting that like button and subscribing to the YouTube channel. I make awesome Raid Shadow Legends content like this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good night, guys.